to get with. Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, it's R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here, as always, by my brother Tim. And today, Sunday baseball. We got Sunday baseball. I've already got 6 plays locked in for today, so got a decent card going. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, let's take a look back at what happened yesterday. What went right and what went wrong in the world of sports betting. And let me get up my page here. Wow, I'm almost finished with this book, Tim. I have that much left. Probably got like a month and a half left on here. There we go. But let's get it started. Yesterday started off really well. Anything not named baseball did very poorly. But the Cardinals money line was a loser. The Cardinals team total over 4.5 was a winner. The full game over 9.5 was a winner. Braves team total over 4.5 was a loser. Full game over 9.5 was a loser. They score 3 runs in, I believe, the 3rd inning and do nothing afterwards. So what a useless baseball team the Atlanta Braves are. The Dodgers team total over 4.5 was such a sweat. I was shocked we even cashed that. And then the full game over 9 as well. As the Dodgers put up 16 against the Texas Rangers. Just things you hate to see. Just terrible. The Jays first 5 was a winner. The Jays team total over 3.5 was a winner. The full game money line was a loser. This is the second straight day that I've cashed the first 5 with the Jays and lost the full game with the Jays. So very frustrating there. San Diego Padres first 5 was a winner. Giants run line was an absolute joke. Split out on the White Sox. First 5 money line was a winner. Full game money line was a loser. So split out. Slight profit. They were both dogs. The Athletics team total over 3.5 was a winner. The full game over 8 was a loser. As Blackburn shoved yesterday. Blackburn just went out there and shoved. And we got just enough with a home run in the 8th inning from the Athletics to cash the team total over there. And Angels team total over, full game over was voided. It was Suzuki instead of Beto for the Pirates. So that bet was voided out for me personally. Overall, 9-7 in MLB, up 0.75 units. So another profitable day in baseball. Baseball has been very good as of late. And then a little bit of a setback here with the CFL after having a really strong week 6. Week 7 has been anything but. BC Lions first half -6 was a loser. BC -10 full game was a push. BC team total over 27.5, full game over 45.5. Both come up short. So frustrating that went 0-3-1 on that CFL game, down 2.04 units. And the WNBA, the Dream were more like a nightmare yesterday as they lose to the Sun. And do not catch that. 0-1, down 0.57 units there. Overall, 9-11-1, down 1.88 units yesterday. Not a huge loss, but still one of those frustrating days that I felt like I was close to having a profitable day, and it just wasn't there. In June, 195, 192, and 19, up 26.65 units. So still having a really good month of June. And overall, since June 1st has been amazing. 407, 327, and 47, up 38.96 units. So very strong run still for me. Just a little bit of a losing day yesterday.
Yeah, I was down on the site yesterday. It is what it is. Down 2.17. We are still up 10.7 units in the month of July. We go and look back at what happened yesterday. The Dream loser. Colorado Rockies money line, never in doubt. split out on that Lynx game. I should have just went with the over instead of I added the Lynx plus 14.5 and they lose by 17. Same deal with the Blue Jays game. Should have just had the over. Instead, added the Blue Jays. Ended up being a losing game on that one. The Padres, 14-3 win there.
Chargers put up 14 points yesterday.
Yep. You already talked over the CFL. White Sox blew it late. Dallas Wings covered. Turns out Seattle was not a trap. It is what it is for Seattle-Chicago WNBA, as Chicago wins by 15, and the over was nowhere near in that Houston game. So it is what it is. I ended up being down 2.17 units yesterday. Already got my 2 WNBA plays in, and I'm actually building a Instagram post for one of those games. So I'm going to finish that up. But I also have a pinned tweet. And let me pull this up because I'm pumped up about this. 5 in a row, Nick.
5 in a row?
5 straight of the Instagram play of the days. As the Jays take care of business, or the over takes care of business in this one. That makes 5-0 on the Instagram play of the days. We don't have one up yet for today.
You can't rush genius.
Well, no. I do have a Counter-Strike play. That one starts probably around noonish, 12:30 area. Taking Navi on the money line. So if you guys are interested in that. But all the links to that, the Instagram, Twitter, and the TikTok are all in the pinned comment for today, which is right here. Boom. There's all the links if you guys are interested in following us. But Nick, go ahead and say hi to the chat while I get a couple of things done.
Oh, okay. Let's Demontre in the chat saying good morning, fellas. Let's cash. Let's get it. Some dumbass putting some TikTok link there, Instagram link, and Twitter link. Nats money line. Yeah, Giants run line was a complete mistake yesterday. Very frustrating game that was. I end up losing the 3-teamer. Angels killed me losing. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah. I even had the minus 9.5 on the Lions ticket. There you go. Then you would have cashed the Lions instead of pushing on them there. Morning, guys. Jays bullpen can't hold the lead to save their lives. Jays can't win in that. Yeah. And the Vancouver Jays fans aren't doing the trick either right now, because I've watched a decent amount of those 2 games, and I have to remind myself that game's in Seattle with how many Jays jerseys there are. So a lot of people come down from Vancouver for the Jays games there. Yo, yo, yo from Joe Kryptonite. What's good? Dream came all the way back from being down 20 just to lose. Yeah. I almost had a big day. Had Sky and Wings money line parlay. There you go. Fever plus 500 was on it. Oof. What's the WNBA plays, Tim?
Fever play today. I'm currently making a thing for one now, which is going to be the over in the New York and Indiana game. So there you go.
Dropping my parlays down 2-3 parlay, but after I'm dropping, but no more 2-teamers. Yeah, I actually had the Dream, Wings, and Sky in a parlay, and then after okay, gotcha. They're the same. Mystics minus 9.5. Game 1 Rockies, Game 2 Marlins, Game 3 I've been wrong about the wrong on the whole series. The Rockies won Game 1, didn't they? Yeah, so you were right on Game 1. But what we will get into today's slate baseball games. Let's get started. San Diego Padres minus 205 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. Let me switch over because I was starting to look a little bit at the WNBA. Let's switch track over towards the baseball. Musgrove and Faedo, this game going off at 12:05 Eastern. Line opened up at a minus 225. It's down to minus 202. So a 23-cent line movement towards the Tigers in this one. Line opened up at an 8.5 even money. It's up to an 8.5 minus 110. So a 10-cent line movement towards the over and a 22-cent line movement towards the Tigers. We have 70% of the tickets and 57% of the cash is on the Padres. We have 35% of the tickets, 50% of the cash is on the under. Yet it's about split, and the line's slightly moving towards the over in this one here. Let's take a look at ballpark power, see if we get some type of hitting conditions for this one. In Comerica Park, let's switch over to the 23rd. Here we go. Comerica Park, minus 3% runs, minus 17% home runs, 0% double triples, 5% on the singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, it's Alex Faedo, which means I forgot to put in a pitcher for the Tigers. Faedo. All right, yes, I did. Wow, Faedo has been horrible. I don't know, Tim. Are you able to check how much he's pitched recently?
Yeah.
But yeah. On the Musgrove side, 1.41 ERA, 0.84 WHIP, 10.69 strikeouts per nine, which is 31%. 0.84 walks per nine, a 3.11 BABIP, a 2.07 FIP, and a 2.80 SIERA. On the flip side, Faedo, 17.17 ERA, 2.18 WHIP, 4.91 strikeouts per nine, which is 11%, 4.91 walks per nine.
One start in the last 30 days.
All right, never mind then. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Tigers,
which was 2.5 weeks ago. Sorry.
Bullpen advantage goes towards the Tigers, 4.33 FIP, 3.89 SIERA compared to 5.8 FIP and 4.50 SIERA. 117 WRC plus for the Tigers for the Padres, against righties. On the flip side, 75, which is 28th. So a major advantage here with the Padres. My wonder in this game is, why is this line dropping? I think this line dropping is probably going to be enough to keep me off of that. I kind of lean over the total here at 8.5, but there's going to be a pass to start off the slate. Really no interest in backing anything in this spot. I wanted to back the Padres in some way, shape, or form, but now with the line moving the way it is.
No, the line moving the way it is, they were minus 125 on the run line to begin with. That's not something I was going to back to begin with. Like, I want nothing to do with that big of a line. I don't like laying that type of line, period. On a run line, no thank you. So even though, it's Faedo, and Musgrove has been fantastic, my worry on this game is I don't want to go after a total either, because this game could easily be either like a 3-1 type of game, because Musgrove shoves and all of a sudden San Diego's offense decides not to do anything, or San Diego's offense is going to go off for 13 runs again like yesterday. That's not really something I want to get and have to choose between. So I'm going to stay off the total, and I can't back a side. I'm not backing the Tigers, and the Padres are too expensive to back even on the run line. So this one's a complete stay away from me too as well.
Sorry. The dog is whining right now.
All right, Callie.
Yeah. Back to the chat, Tim, because I think people are about to walk through the door.
I got you. Fever took the Liberty to overtime last week. They got this. Revenge. Good luck to you. I'm just taking the over. Sure. Royals first 5 against the Yankees. Fine. Against Severino. Yeah, that's fine. The Pods have been woodshedding these boys. Padres fade tomato. Yeah, but I can't lay that type of run line. San Diego parlay piece. Maybe the run line might be a parlay piece at that point. Fado the tomato. Sure. The coach Coach is like, who do we got? That Fado guy, get him. There you go. All the money on the under, and the line staying put. Yeah, I want nothing to do with it. Tigers money line. Pods bullpen stinks. I want nothing to do with the Tigers.
Yeah, if you're looking to back the Padres, it's early in the game. That's kind of expensive too. The first 5 run lines -143, but I'm not trusting that Padres bullpen late though.
No, we're getting 6-2 Padres. There you go. Great away day. San Diego on a road trip. I could see them mailing it in today. That's why I'm not touching them. Nerfy. I wouldn't trust a Nerfy with Fado. That's just me. Now we get ready for this one, Nick. The Nationals going for a sweep.
Yeah, the Giants are -115 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Let's get into it here. Grab the line history in this spot as we have the Giants opening up at 115. It's up to a 117, so it's moved 2 cents towards San Fran. Line opened up at an 8.5 at -120. It's up to a 9. So it's moved up half a run. It's moved very so slightly towards the Giants in this one here. Looking at where the money is coming in, 72% of the tickets, 85% of the cash is on the Giants in this one. It's moved slightly towards them. Not enough for me really to say, okay, that line move makes sense. With the amount of money coming in, I would think that line move would move at least 10 cents by now. 86% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the over in this spot as well. I kind of agree with that a little bit here, but we'll get into those pitchers in a second. Nationals Park is the 3rd best projected runs today, plus 10%. Ballpark Pal is plus 6% home runs, plus 9% doubles, triples, plus 5% singles for that match for that game here. Looking at the pitchers here, Mackenzie Gore and Antonio Desclafani both have been kind of underwhelming the last 30 days with ERAs above 7. Desclafani with a 7.36 ERA, 1.09 whip, 9 strikeouts per 9, which is 29%. He hasn't walked a batter, which is good to see. But a 269 BABIP, but a 747 FIP, and a 3.64 SIERA. On the flip side, Mackenzie Gore, 7.63 strikeouts per ERA, 1.63 whip, 11.15 strikeouts per 9, which is 27%. He does walk a decent amount of batters, 4.11 walks per 9, a 366 BABIP, 492 FIP, and a 4.10 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Giants in this one here, 3.47 FIP, 3.73 SIERA compared to a 5.84 FIP and a 4.79 SIERA for the Nationals bullpen. The Nationals are subpar against righties, 84 WRC plus. But when you look at against lefties here for the Giants, dead last versus lefties the last 30 days, 54 WRC plus, which is going to keep me off the over in this game a little bit here. Even though the line's moving up, a lot of money's on the over as well, which is going to kind of keep me off of it here. But the way the Giants are hitting, I want nothing to do with them here. I would think this line would have moved a little bit more, and I'm kind of interested in the Nationals, maybe a first 5 here. I wish first 3s were available. I would look towards the Nationals first 3, first 5 type of situation here. But Nationals first 5 money line at -110, I think is a decent look here. Kind of want to see real quick how the first 5 line has moved. It hasn't. It opened up at -110. It stayed at -110 for the side. So I'm kind of looking at Washington early in this game, a first 5 maybe at -110.
I do like the Nationals in this game. They're going for the sweep. I know there's probably statistics that probably are not too friendly to that this year. But this is a San Fran team that I feel like is just going to regress. They're not the team that we expected them to be. They've obviously overachieved a lot. They're still 9 games over 500. But I think by the end of the month, I think they'll get closer to 500. And if they'll be out of a playoff picture in a little bit. I think there's better teams that'll end up catching them. It's just not a team that I necessarily trust right now. And when it comes to it, I'm gonna fade them. They've just been struggling a little bit. And I'm gonna take some natties, some Nationals action in this one versus the Giants. Get the sweep. Money line plus 107 in that one, Nick. Your microphone works a little bit better if it's not muted.
Yes, it does work better when I'm not muted. Yes. I'm still not trusting the Nationals full game. Just their bullpen is just terrible. So
Cool.
it's one of the worst in baseball. So I'll continue. I'll just look at just the first 5 here for me. Here we go. Nerfy. Or was that the
last comment, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over under stinks. I got over 8.5 minus 120, but I think that book bait. That's book bait. That was book bait. Not confident, although Washington's bullpen sucks. Yes. Getaway day. Giants race to 2. Getaway day. Good luck. I think the rumors about the Giants locker room having a GI big run through after this. All right. Marlins, O's, Twins are my looks today. Small 2-teamer. There you go. Guardians.
I kind of like Guardians.
I'm kind of interested in the Guardians here, but we'll move on to this next matchup where we have the New York Yankees going for, I believe, the sweep here against Kansas City. Minus 190 favorites, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history here between Luis Severino and Jordan Lyles. Line opened up at a minus 180 for the Yankees. It's up to a minus 194. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 120. It's actually down to a 9 minus 110. So a 10-cent line movement towards the under and a 14-cent line movement towards the New York Yankees in this matchup. Taking a look at where the money is coming in for this game, as we have 64% of the tickets, 69% of the cash is on the Yankees, 39% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on their run line, 77% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the over. The line's actually moving slightly towards the under, which tells me maybe Jordan Lyles pitches well in this game, or maybe Severino pitches decent in this game as well. Looking at Ballpark Pal, Yankee Stadium, plus 4% runs today, plus 26% home runs, minus 13% doubles, triples, and minus 2% singles. We have Jordan Lyles and Luis Severino. We all know the story behind Lyles, who has, I think, 1 win this season in 20 starts or something along those lines. He is a 2.65 ERA, though, the last 30 days, 1.12 whip, 5.82 walks per or strikeouts per 9, which is 16%, 1.06 walks per 9, a 288 BABIP, a 388 FIP, and a 4.60 Sierra. Severino has been bad, 7.23 ERA, 2.09 whip, 5.79 strikeouts per 9, which is 13%, 4.34 walks per 9, a 382 BABIP, a 6.23 FIP, and a 5.74 Sierra. He's been terrible. Over the last 30 days, the slight bullpen advantage is going towards the Royals, 4.10 FIP, 4.41 Sierra compared to 4.72 FIP and a 4.47 Sierra for the Yankees. Hitting advantage goes towards New York here, 81 WRC plus, which is 25th, compared to the Royals, who are 29th in the MLB with a 70 WRC plus the last 30 days. And I think a lot of people are going to look at these two pitchers and think this game is going to be an obvious over. And I kind of don't see that here. I think Jordan Lyles has the ability to pitch well. And I'm not confident in Severino, but the Royals offense just is not there. I would actually lean towards an under in this game a little bit here. What can we get for this under? Because I know it's 2 bad pitchers, which is very nerve-wracking. But getting a 5 for a first 5 in a Yankee game is kind of interesting here. I'm leaning first 5 under here in this spot.
Yeah, I think this is just another one I'm going to kind of stay away from. I was kind of looking towards the Yankees, actually, going for the sweep.
I kind of am as well.
But what's the run line on them? Actually, it might not be that bad. Minus 1. I could probably get – can I get plus money? Plus 103 for a run line for the Yankees.
Yeah.
That's very intriguing. They're going for the sweep. It's the Royals. It's not me trying to back the Yankees. It's me trying to go out try to fade the Royals. Because this Yankee team has not been playing well. But I will take the Yankees on the run line today. They should be able to take care of business against this Royals team. That being said, after I bet them, they're probably going to end up losing this game. But how about the Yankees at plus 103 on the run line?
Yes, I am going to hop on board with that play, and I'm actually gonna double down on them here. I want to just fade Jordan Lyles, and I get it. Jordan Lyles has been slightly better as of late, but we all know Lyles just, whatever it is, doesn't win games. I'm actually going to take the first 5 and the full game run line with the Yankees here. Minus 130 for the first 5, minus 103 full game for the Yankees here. Laying half a run first 5, laying the run and a half full game.
There you go. Back to the chat.
Yes. Anything on WNBA? I know we all on baseball though.
I like the over in the New York game and the under in the Phoenix game.
There you go. Kind of like Braves run line today. Brewers got lucky yesterday. I am on the over in that game. We'll go into that. We'll get into that there. Who's gonna get their second win? Lyles has been better as of late. Yeah, I 100% agree. And I would lean under in this game if I had to bet a total for sure. But yeah, Royals first 5 money line and full game money line. I'm on the opposite side. Spanky 6-1. I can see it. Hard to back the Royals, second worst team in the league. Right, Yankees sweep. I 100% agree. And I kind of thought the Royals were going to be bad. I didn't know they were going to be this bad heading into the season because I do have their under 69.5 wins, which is looking absolutely beautiful right now. So I hope they continue to lose and I can cash that ticket. But yeah, it's Sunday, fellas. It is Sunday. I like that. Yankees need to climb out of last place. Yeah, I think the Yankees. I think the Yankees are still worth a shot, maybe to make the playoffs. Like, do we have futures here to make the playoffs? MLB specials? No, that's Otani's next season. I do not have playoff specials, but if you can find maybe the Yankees to make the playoffs, I don't hate that look. Because I do think their best baseball is still yet to come. No, Braves game will be over 9.5. Yeah, check the pitchers. Yes, I took the over 9. I took the over 9.5 last night. It's up to a 10 now. Yeah, I'm on that over. We will be getting into that. That's towards the end of the slate. Moving on here. This one was kind of interesting, and I really don't have much of a feel on it. And I know it's the Marlins at a big favorite, and we'll get into I think why they should be a big favorite today. But this probably is a little bit too high of a line. But with that being said, let's get into it. Marlins minus 255, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. It opened up at a 250. It's up to a 252. It did get up to 280 at one point. There's been some buyback here on the Colorado Rockies. So a 2-cent line movement since the opening line. Line opened up at a 8. It's down to a 7.5 now. So it's moved down half a run, actually, which is kind of interesting for me looking at this game because kind of was leaning towards an over here as well. But let's get into the line history in this spot. Let's see if it correlates with a move towards the under and a couple cent line movement towards the Marlins. 32% of the tickets, 65% of the cash is on the Rockies, and the lines move towards the Marlins, which is kind of interesting there. 41% of the tickets, 70% of the cash is on the under. That's enough to keep me off the over in this one here, in this spot. Looking at Ballpark Pal, the roof is closed, minus 7%. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Ty Block and Jesus Luzardo. Blocked with a 0 ERA, 0.86 with the last 30 days. I don't think he's pitched much, actually, now thinking about it. Let me see how much he's pitched real quick before I go down and break down his stats, because I think he is a bullpen guy. He's going to go all of 2 innings. Okay, maybe throw out these numbers then, because I have the the Marlins numbers against lefties. But Luzardo will be pitching more than 2 innings. 1.21 ERA, 0.91 WHIP, 11.22 strikeouts per 9, which is 33%. 2.43 walks per 9, a 273 BABIP, but 2.24 FIP, and a 3.07 SIERA. If there's anybody who's going to help break this streak for the Marlins right now, it's Luzardo. Bullpen advantage goes towards the fish here. 3.8 FIP, 3.54 SIERA compared to 4.26 and 4.34. The Miami Marlins against lefties are the number 1 team the last 30 days, 163 WRC plus. They are smashing the cover off the ball against left-handed pitching. Granted, I would like to see who the primary reliever is going to be for the Marlins today. Because if it's a righty, that kind of means nothing. So I kind of need to see that. I'll be looking that up as Tim breaks down this game. It's a stay off for me. It is a stay off for me at the moment. I'm going to see if we're getting a left-handed reliever for the long man for Colorado. Maybe I'm interested in and maybe a Miami team total, but I don't like the way the line's moving down either. So I just want to see who's playing or who's starting.
Nick, real quick before we jump into it, is your Bovada working at all? Like, can you log into your Bovada and like click on like poker or something? Because I go in there, I click on something, and then it has me log in, and then I log in, and then it resets itself. It has me log in again, and then it has me log in again.
Just exit out and go back in.
I've done that a couple times, but okay.
I don't know them.
Cool. I'm on the Rockies. I know you just gave off a bunch of the stats. I'll give off one big one. 8 straight losses to start since the break for the Miami Marlins, and they're minus 255. No, I can't lay that. It's Colorado or nothing. And the thing is, I'm up on the fade Marlins train, so it doesn't really matter as much if I lose one, especially at plus $2 that Colorado is. This is very close to a minus 300 fade, Nick. Although it's not quite there, but
no. And I got the long reliever for this game.
Okay,
Connor Siebold.
Perfect. Sign me up for Colorado to get another to finish off the sweep and give the Miami Marlins their 9th straight loss. I said they would regress. I did not expect this. This is a little bit much, but I kind of expected the Marlins to not be as sharp as they were. But I feel like this is 9 straight losses for them now.
Yeah, I feel like the Marlins were one of those teams that they were pretending to be a good team.
I think so too. But you don't like Colorado today?
No.
Okay.
Back to the chat.
Okay, where were you?
That one.
Morning crew. Hopefully we get some good plays today. Hopefully. Thought you said under, rather. Nope.
No, I'm on the under.
Didn't get to cap anything to my grandma to the pier to go watch the boats drive. I got you. Marlins part of a 2-legger. Nope. Leaning Marlins. Nope. Fernando. That's good, Mo.
I will say if there's anybody to break this losing streak for the Marlins, it's Jesus Luzardo.
Yankees and Marlins. Yankees, yes. Marlins, no. Okay. Give me the Rockies. Yes, for sure. Okay. Oh, and over, maybe. Morning, gentlemen. Morning, Untouchable. Let's jump into this next game, which is going to be weird.
Yeah, this one's interesting. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Cincinnati Reds in this one here. Let's get into the line history. Minus 105 for the Diamondbacks, total 11. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. As we have, there we go. All right, there we go. Line opened up in minus 101 for Arizona. It's up to a 113 for Arizona. So a 12-cent line movement towards the D-backs in this one here. Line opened up at a minus 107 for the over. It's up to a minus 1, or it's down to a minus 106. So a 1-cent line movement towards the under, and a 12-cent line movement towards Arizona. Let's take a look if the money reflects a move towards the D-backs here. It does. 58% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on Arizona. 74% of the tickets, 73% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the over, and the lines moved a penny towards the under, which tells me we may get a sneaky under in this game. Will I back an under? Absolutely not. This is the number one ballpark in on the slate for offense, plus 15% runs, plus 23% home runs, plus 12% doubles, triples, plus 0% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup, why won't I back an over? Because we have Dreamweaver on the mound today. Luke Weaver and Jose Ruiz. Do we know how much Ruiz has pitched recently? Because I don't know if he's pitched much. He is a bullpen guy. It's a bullpen game for Arizona. On the flip side, for the Reds, Luke Weaver, needless to say, he's not a good pitcher. 9.47 ERA, 1.89 WHIP the last 30 days, 6.63 walks per nine, a 15% strikeout rate, 3.32 walks per nine, a 354 BABIP, a 702 FIP, and a 5.28 CR. Hitting advantage goes towards the Diamondbacks here. Or my bad, bullpen advantage goes towards the Diamondbacks here. 4.82 FIP, 4.03 Sierra, compared to a 5.58 FIP and a 4.88 Sierra. Hitting advantage does go towards the Reds here in this one. 105 WRC plus, which is 15th, compared to 95, which is 18th. And I think it's pretty simple here for me. I want to back Arizona in this game. I want to get involved in fading Weaver, because fading Weaver is, I think, pretty profitable. Usually you fade him on the overs. I know the Reds have been winning his games. I know. But for me, I want to fade Weaver here because he's been bad. The line's moving towards the Diamondbacks. The bigger bets are coming in on the Diamondbacks. Everything's correlating for me towards Arizona. So I'm going to grab him first 5 in full game here. Minus 117 first 5, minus 113 full game.
Okay. I'm kind of a little bit weary on backing the Diamondbacks. I like the Diamondbacks this year. Trust me, I'm all over them. Division ticket, all that stuff. And I know you said Luke Weaver's been bad, and you've been making money fading him. No, you haven't.
Overs I have. Yeah, I've been betting overs.
Okay. But he is the Reds are 10-6 in his games this year, 6.822 units up. That is the third highest of active players, because Matthew Boyd is number 2 and he's out for the year. He's only behind Logan Allen and Dean Kramer. So that's kind of interesting. But this is, for me, it's a stay away, just because I don't like to fade like one of the top 5 profitable pitchers. I just don't like doing that because they've been winning. And for teams like Cincinnati, 20% of their wins come with Luke Weaver on the mound. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
With as bad as he's been.
So this one ends up being a stay away. I just can't. I want to back Arizona, but I can't fade Luke Weaver.
Yeah, no, I want it back. I want to fade Weaver, so I'm on it. First 5 full game Arizona.
Okay.
Back to the chat.
Yes, I know. WNBA today is Mystics in the under, Fever in the over with that Fever money line sprinkle. I like your 2 totals. That's what I got today. Reds in the under. Good luck. Arizona run line. Hey, if you're going to go after it, get some real big plus money. I like it.
Oh, yeah. With the total of 11, I absolutely endorse that.
If you like Fever to cover, it may go over. Okay. Reds and the over. You can't convince me Arizona bullpen is legit. You can't convince me that the Reds one is legit.
No, they're better than the Reds bullpen.
Royals are due. Yankees stink. Well, I'm already on the Yankees. That sucks. Fever, money line. I may have to grab the Fever with you, but I'm just going to stick with the over. You like the Reds? Good luck. Calgary and the under. I don't know where Stampeders rank offensively, but I don't trust Ottawa to light up the scoreboard.
I'm on Calgary and the over.
There you go. This has been a fun series so far.
It's been okay. It's been frustrating, but we'll get into it. Braves looking for the split of the series here. Final game of a 4-game series. The Rays are minus 140 with a total 8.5 in this spot. Let's get into the line history in this one here. And it's been an interesting line history because, wow, it's continuing to rise. Line opened up at minus 120 When I got around to betting it, I believe it was around 146. It's now up to a 149. So it's moved 29 cents towards the Tampa Bay Rays. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 110. It's an 8.5 minus 107 through a 3-cent line movement towards the under and a 29-cent line movement towards Tampa. Looking at the money on this game here, we do have 66% of the tickets, 56% of the cash is on the Rays. The lines move towards the Rays. 64% of the tickets, 83% cash is on the run line as well. 53% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move slightly towards the under in this one here, at least on Bet Online. I want to see if this opened up on DK at a lower price or a lower line. It did open up at an 8 on DK, which is kind of interesting. Sometimes we see DK open up their lines a little low. So kind of interesting there. Looking at, no need to look at Ballpark Pal. We already know that the roof's closed. Tyler Wells versus Tage Bradley. Wells, 4.68 ERA, 1.40 whip the last 30 days, 8.28 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 3.6 walks per 9, a 284 BABIP, a 577 FIP, and a 5.01 SIERA. On the flip side, Bradley, 7.33 ERA, 1.54 whip, 10.03 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 2.31 walks per 9, a 333 BABIP, 629 FIP, but a 3.89 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Tampa, 3.78 FIP, 3.44 SIERA compared to 4.01 FIP and a 3.41 SIERA. Slight hitting advantage towards the Rays in this game, 104 WRC plus, which is 14th, compared to 98, which is 16th for the Rays. For the Orioles, my bad. I've already played this game. I'm on the Rays at -1 at -101. I played that this morning. I see a hitting advantage with the Rays. I see a slight pitching advantage and a bullpen advantage. The lines move towards them as well. It's now up to close to a -150. So I'm on the Rays here. I think they split this series and they stay tied they re-tie up the top of the American League East.
That's very optimistic of you, Nick. Orioles are winning the series. And they are one of the best teams on the road this year. Like, you look at their road record, they are 30-18 on the road. They are better on the road than they are at home. And they're one of 3 teams in Major League Baseball with 30 road wins. It's them, it's the Atlanta Braves, and it's the Houston Astros. Those are your top 3 road teams in the MLB. And when it comes to it, you also got to look at it. This Baltimore team is one of the best teams in the MLB in general. They are not far off of the Atlanta Braves for the best team. I think we got to stop kind of disrespecting the Orioles. This game should be more closer to a pick'em. Tyler Wells has been one of their best pitchers. Yes, he got hit last game, Nick. There's your negative regression. That's it. Previous to that, his previous 8 starts were 2 earned runs in every single start besides 1. And that one start that he didn't allow 2, he allowed 1. So he's been the Baltimore Orioles' most consistent pitcher. I don't trust Taj Bradley. Baltimore in this one for me.
Good luck.
I hope you win, Nick.
No.
Back to the chat.
The Joe Fever money line, no matter what stamp of approval. Yeah. Joe knows his WNBA. Orioles in the over 8.5. We'll move on. Philadelphia Phillies and the Cleveland Guardians in this one here. The Phillies are $1.25 favorites with a total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line in history in this spot here between Nola and Curry. Now, this is an interesting line move. We had this line open up at a -145. It's down to a 124, a 21-cent line movement towards the Guardians in this one. Line opened up at a 118, -118, for the over 8.5, and it's now a 9. It's up to a 9. So it's moved up half a run, and it's moved a decent chunk towards the Guardians. Let's see if the line history reflects that here. If I accidentally click on a game and I have to, there we go. We have 66% of the tickets, 77% of the cash is on the Guardians, and the lines moved dramatically towards them. 83% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the over. And the lines move towards the over as well. Very interesting there. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal. Let's see if we have decent hitting weather here. Progressive Field plus 9% runs, plus 8% home runs, 12% doubles, triples, 1% singles. The pitching matchup here is Xavier Curry and Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola, 3.13 ERA, 1.01 whip, 9.38 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%. 1.71 walks per nine, a 241 BABIP, a 423 FIP, and a 3.47 SIERA. On the flip side, Xavier Curry, I believe he's made one start, 2.7 ERA, 0.83 whip. He was pretty good in it. 6.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%. 1.35 walks per nine, a 167 BABIP, but a 5.39 FIP and a 4.953 SIERA, suggesting we should see some negative progression from him. We have the Phillies with the bullpen advantage, 3.12 FIP, 3.52 SIERA compared to 4.51 FIP and a 3.81 SIERA. Cleveland with the hitting advantage, 120 WRC plus, which is 7th compared to 90, which is 22nd. I kind of think the Guardians can get to Aaron Nola here a little bit, and I think this line movement tells you that they can. The lines moved up. The lines moved towards the Guardians, telling me that I think this over and maybe Guardians team total over at a 3.5. Yeah, sign me up for the Guardians team total over 3.5. I also like the full game over 9. I think they can get to. I think they can get to Nola for a couple. If not, they can get to the Philly bullpen for 1 or 2. And I think we see the Phillies put up a couple runs as well because I don't really trust Curry either. So even money for over 9 here, and the Guardians team total over 3.5 minus 130.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go Cleveland here. Going for the sweep in the series. They got the win with Gavin pitching. They got the win 1-0 yesterday, which was interesting. And did you see how the Guardians scored that run?
How?
It was a pop fly that none of the Phillies fielders called, and it dropped.
That's hilarious.
That was the only run that was scored yesterday in that game. Yeah, I like the Guardians to get the job done to finish off the sweep. I'm normally not super high on them, but go ahead, sign me up. I'll grab some Guardians action in this one, Nick.
I like it.
Boom.
There we go. Guardians. Yes, Guardians. I like the first 5 under in Philly. Both pitchers are solid, kind of like the Nerfy and Cleveland money line. I'm on the over. I just put a O's money line in. There you go. There's some free money for you. I'm a trail first half full game over. There you go. I like the picks. Guards team total over. Yeah. Guards money line in the under. Backing some small home underdogs in the Champions Tennis. There you go. Good luck. Phillies beat me. They're in a slump. Yeah, Phillies are in a little bit of a slump here. Move on to a game I've already made a move on, and I beat a line movement on. The Braves are minus 150, total of 10 in this game against the Brewers. I got involved with this over already. I got it at 9.5 minus 125 last night. Let's get into it. We have, if I can find it, Bryce Edler and Julio Tyron. Line opened up at a minus 165 for the Braves. It's down to a 149. So it's been a 16-cent line movement towards the Brewers. This game line opened up at a 9.5, and it's up to a 10 now. So the lines moved up a half a run, and the lines moved towards the Brewers. See if the money kind of reflects a line movement towards the Brewers here in this spot at all. 46% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the Brewers. Big bets coming in on Milwaukee here. 36% of the tickets and 62% of the cash is on the plus 1.5 run line as well. 72% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the over. I don't really like all that money on the over. I've already played the over last night, though, so it's a little late for me to cash out of that bet. But, I mean, I'm okay with it. The line's moved up half a run, so they have shown some concern towards that money. Looking at Ballpark Pal, American Family Field, plus 3% runs, plus 19% home runs, minus 2%, doubles, triples, minus 5%, singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, this is what really drew me towards the over. Bryce Edler and Julio Tyran. I called this a couple starts. I've been calling it for a while, but it's finally come into effect the last few starts. Bryce Edler regression. 5.61 ERA, 1.56 whip, 5.26 strikeouts per nine, which is 13%. 4.56 walks per 90, 282 BABIP, a 539 FIP, and a 5.79 SIERA. On the flip side, Julio Tyran is hot garbage too. 7.17 ERA, 1.50 whip, 6.33 strikeouts per nine, which is 15%. 2.95 walks per 90, 290 BABIP, but a 6.19 FIP, and a 5.11 SIERA. Bullpens are actually not bad. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Brewers, 2.25 FIP, 2.66 SIERA compared to 3.75 FIP and 3.85 SIERA for the Braves. Let me make sure this stat is 100% correct because it's been a while since I've been able to say that, and it's true. Because I believe the Braves are no longer the number one team the last 30 days against right-handed pitching. That'd be the Dodgers. But 130 WRC plus, which is number 2 in baseball for the Braves, 91, which is 21st for the Brewers. And I've been calling Bryce Edler regression for a while. We're finally starting to get it. And I'm already on the over 9.5 minus 125. And I'm kind of interested in maybe Milwaukee's team total. The lines move towards Milwaukee here. And the big bets are coming in on Milwaukee. You can get plus money on it here. Plus 105 team total over 4.5 for these Milwaukee Brewers.
I like Milwaukee in general. How about a Julio Tyran revenge game? Ever think of that angle?
No. Tyran's hot garbage. No.
Well, okay.
I back the overs. That's why. Sorry.
I like the Brewers in this one. The Braves have not looked the same since the All-Star break. The lines move towards the Brewers as well.
Yep.
I can get them at plus 137. You know I like my home dogs. I'm gonna take a shot with it here. Give me Milwaukee. And this one in a Julio Tyran revenge game.
There you go. Julio Tyran revenge game. And I'm on the Brewers team total over 4.5, the full game over 9. And wait, no, did I get 10? No, I got 10 on the Dodger game. All right. But yeah. Let's take a look here. I like the over 10 in this game. Yes, I got 9.5 last night. Braves in the over. As long as the Brewers score 5, we're good. Edler is iffy. His numbers look like this was impending doom for a while. Morning, fellas. Braves team total over. Full game over. Yep. I like that too. Good luck today, boys. Braves first 5 team total over 2.5. Tehran's been getting rocked lately. 100% agree. So you guys know I'm high. I'm high off them Brewers, but I see them getting swept today. That'd be impossible because they won yesterday.
Yeah, about to say.
Yeah. Luke Weaver, since the over 2.5 earned runs, he's a dumpster fire. I don't hate that at all. I had the Diamondbacks double up first half of the game. Okay, keep going. Might have to put some money on the Brewers. Yeah, there it is. Braves no longer best road team?
They are. They're still the best road team.
All right. Let's move on here. This is, I know, one of your favorite games of the day, Tim. Minnesota Twins and Chicago White Sox. Twins minus 140 favorites, total of 8 in this game. I did make a play on this game last night. I did a free pick video on this game last night. Let's get into the line history in this one. If I remember right, I wasn't really thrilled typing in this game. No, it's fine. It opened up at 140. It's up to a 144. It did go down to a 136, I think, this morning, and it's come right back up to 144. A line opened up at an 8, minus 120. It's up to an 8, minus 125. So a 5-cent line movement towards the 4-cent line movement towards the Twins, 5-cent line movement towards the over in this game. Let's see if the money reflects a move towards mini and a move towards the over, and it does. 69% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the Twins. And we have 56% of the tickets and 61% of the cash is on the over in this game. Let's get into the ballpark pal here. Let's see if we have decent offensive weather for this game. Target field minus 3% runs. minus 3% home runs, minus 7% doubles, triples, plus 1% singles. Pitching matchup here, Lucas Giolito and Bailey Ober. Giolito, 5.16 ERA, 1.08 whip, 10.01 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%, 3.34 walks per nine, a 2.03 BABIP, a 5.34 FIP, and a 3.95 SIERA. On the flip side, Bailey Ober's been pitching good, 2.52 ERA, 0.88 whip, 9.36 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%, 1.44 walks per nine, a 2.74 BABIP, a 2.45 FIP, and a 3.58 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Twinnies here, 4.25 FIP, 3.57 SIERA compared to 4.19 FIP and a 3.77 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards the Twinnies here, 123 WRC plus, which is number 5 in baseball against righties compared to 95 for the White Sox, which is 17th. The line's moving towards the Twins. And the line's moving towards the over as well. Kind of gets me a little bit of interest in this over here. I made a play on this game last night, and I think I'm going to potentially double or not triple down on this spot. I like the Twins in this one here to beat up on Giolito in this spot. You can get their team total over 4.5 at minus 105. I like that. And the first 5 minus a half at minus 110 as well. I think this is a game where the Twins just take care of business and continue winning games and building a lead in the Central Division. So I'm on the team. I'm going to be on the team total over 4.5 minus 105. I'm on the first 5 run line as well now, minus 110. But last night I gave out the -1 at minus 101, I believe it was, with the Twinnies here. I like Minnehaha in this spot.
Well, I had my fair share of AL Central betting. I'm staying off of this one. If you're interested in it, you can do whatever you want in this for this game. I'm not going to personally be touching it. 2 AL Central teams. I bet the first 2 games of the series, hit the first one, lost the second one. I'm done with AL Central. It was fun, but I'm going to go back to not betting AL Central matchups.
Sure. All right. Then back to the chat. I'm gonna put up the Twins run line on the site.
Okay. Parlay Braves first 5 over 2.5 / Astros money line. I don't like the Braves, but I know Nick likes the over, so that's whatever. And then Astros against the A's. Go ahead, have fun. Twins are minus 155 now. No way they did last night. LOL, I saw the Braves up 3-0 early. Yeah, and they blew it. Fernando, you like the Tigers? Do you like the over 8? In the over 8 and what? Oh, in the Twinnies game. Sure. I didn't bet anything in the game though. Twins in the over. Twins run line, easy work. I don't know. You guys on MLB show 23? No, I do not play MLB. Let's jump back to this game, Nick.
Yeah. Let's get into it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 games remaining on the slate for today. The Cardinals minus 130 favorites, total of 9 here in this spot. Jamison Tyone and Jordan Montgomery. Wow. Whoa. This line's dropped. It opened up at a 140. It's down to a 121. I wanted to back the Cardinals in this spot. Not with this line movement. Line opened up at a minus 120. It's at over 9. It's still an over 9 at minus 120. Let's get into the money for this game. Let's see if it represents a move towards the Cubbies and no movement towards the total. Yeah, 67% of the tickets, 96% of the cash is on the Cubs in this one. Lines move towards the Cubs. 51% of the tickets, 76% of the cash is on the under, and the line's not moved at all. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal, see what we got for this matchup here in Wrigley Field, which is about even, minus 2% runs, minus 2% home runs, minus 4% doubles, triples, plus 1% on the singles. Jordan Montgomery and Jamison Tyone. Tyone's been pitching a little bit better as of late. Montgomery, 1.14 ERA, 1.01 whip. He's been great. 8.37 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%. 2.66 walks per nine, a 242 BABIP, a 3.41 FIP, and a 3.96 SIERA. On the flip side, Tyone, 4.56 ERA, 1.06 whip, 8.37 strikeouts per nine, which is 23%. 1.52 walks per nine, a 262 BABIP, a 4.26 FIP, and a 3.86 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Cardinals here, 4.25 FIP, 4.25 SIERA compared to 4.84 FIP and a 4.43 SIERA for the Cardinals, or for the Cubbies. If you're looking at the Cubbies, probably look at them first 5. Hitting advantage goes towards St. Louis, 128 WRC plus, which is number 3 in baseball, compared to 86, which is 23rd for the Cubs against lefties. I wanted to back the Cardinals in this one. Now with the way the lines moved here, the 96% of the ticket, the cash on the Cubs makes me a little bit more okay with it. But this is just too massive a line movement for me to want to go up against the market here. So this is a pass in my eyes.
I kind of want to go towards the over. It's Montgomery who hasn't really been. Oh, sorry, Montgomery's actually been really
great.
good.
I was going to say.
Sorry, it was Taylor Young that I saw that made me think of it. No, Montgomery's actually been really, really good. Only 4 earned runs in his last 5 starts. So he's probably due for some negative regression. And then Jameson Taillon, he had one. Okay, no, he's been getting hit. He's had one good start against the Yankees, and then he won his last start against the Nationals because the Cubbies put up 17 runs for him.
Only gave up 3 though.
He gave up 3. But I don't know. That just seems like I would kind of lean towards an over spot. But I'm probably just going to end up staying off this game. And I think I know who I'm going to do for the Instagram play of the day.
Ooh. Wonder who.
It's something a game we've already talked about.
All right. Then we'll head back to the chat here.
Yep. Go ahead.
Hello, the Rockies stunned the Marlins again yesterday. Rockies money line again. Why not? I don't know. This is just I'm personally staying off that game. Battle of the ex-Yankees. Oh, Montgomery and Taillon. Yeah, maybe over. Cardinals money line. Yeah, I like the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals can make a run back at this division a little bit, but who knows? This is my favorite game of the day. I have tripled up on this spot.
Oh, boy.
The LA Dodgers are at the Texas Rangers in this one here. The Dodgers are minus 115 favorites with a total of 10 in this game. Let's get into the line history in this one here between Sheehan and Martin Perez. This line opened up at even money for the Dodgers. It's up to a minus 116, so a 16-cent line movement towards the Dodgers in this one. Line opened up at a 9.5, 9.5 minus 125. It's now a 10 at minus 105 or 110. My bad. I got 105 last night for one of my plays there. Taking a look at where the money is coming in on this one here, we have 64% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the Dodgers, and the lines move towards that way. 72% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the over. So bigger bets coming in on the under, which is slightly concerning, but the line's gone up. So I'm okay with that. Globe Life Field, the roof is closed, minus 7%. But these pitchers leave a lot to be desired, and they check a few check boxes here for an over. Emmett Sheehan, 6.41 ERA, 1.42 whip, 8.68 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%. 4.12 walks per 9, 263 BABIP, which is light green on my spreadsheet, and then 5.78 FIP, 5.26 SIERA. Negative regression due for him. Talk about negative regression. Here we go. Martin Perez, 6.05 ERA, 1.50 whip, 3.72 strikeouts per 9, which is 9%. 4.66 walks per 9, which is a lot of walks. 222 BABIP, very nice BABIP. He's not giving up many hits and balls in play. He's getting hit hard, though. 7.37 FIP and a 6.44 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Los Doyers here. 2.95 FIP, 3.95 SIERA compared to 4.01 FIP and a 3.6 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards the Rangers here. 122 WRC plus, which is 6 compared to 113 WRC plus for the Dodgers against lefties, which is 8th. So the Dodgers are hitting lefties and the Rangers are hitting righties right now. I am on the over 10. That is one of the plays I'm on. I'm on the Dodgers team total over and the Dodgers money line here. The lines move towards the Dodgers. The bigger bets are coming in on the Dodgers. And I think Martin Perez is straight fade material right now. And I think the Dodgers absolutely light up and smoke him today. And this is a matchup where this game is going to go back and forth. And I think this is a 9-7 Dodgers win type of game. I would look maybe towards alternative overs, things along those lines. I think the Dodgers absolutely smack the crap out of Martin Perez. And I'm going to put the bold prediction out there that Martin Perez doesn't make it through 3 innings today. So I am on the Dodgers money line, team total over 4.5, and the full game overtime.
I am on the over in this game. That's a play that I gave out on balling out. I gave it out at 9.5, but 10's fine too. These two teams have just been scoring runs, and the Dodgers have been doing most of it. I'm not going to go after a side though in this game. I just want to stick to the total.
You're not going to go after the team going for a sweep today?
They're not.
Yeah, they are.
No,
right?
Rangers won the first game.
Is this a 4-game series?
I thought it was.
Give me 2 seconds. I thought.
Unless I totally missed it. Let's see. It would have been on Thursday. Oh, no, this is a. Why did I think this was a 4-game series? No,
so
Dodgers.
The Dodgers
won for the sweep.
Dodgers won the first game.
I thought this was a 4-game series for whatever reason. My bad.
Things you like to see. Dodgers going for a sweep here.
Oh, I don't like to see that. I like Arizona, so no, I don't like to see it. But I know you're going after more.
I want Texas to lose baseball games too.
I know you do. I'm gonna go over and Dodgers. I didn't realize Dodgers was going for the sweep. So yes, Dohers in this one as well. Higher scoring game. Let's get it.
Yes, I really think this is my favorite game of the day there. Back to the chat here. Where did we? There we go. Tim, what's the POD? What's the Instagram play of the day?
I was working on it and then I downloaded it and went to go upload it and the picture came out all weird, so I have to do it again. But I will show it once it's ready.
What you have to do in order to see it is hit the like button.
Yeah, everybody hit the like button and I'll show it. It'll be on the Instagram today, so make sure you guys are following that.
Yeah. Fernando against me. He's on the under 10. Arizona, anyone? I am on Arizona, first 5 in full game. Under 10. Mo Harris is against me. Are they twins? Nope. He's my first cousin on my mom's side. I like the over 10, Texas and LA. Me too. I'm backing my boy Mackey. As usual, Nats first 5, money line, and full game. I just took the first 5. I don't trust that Nats full game. That Nats bullpen. I'm not fat. They're brothers and sisters. Yeah. Under 10 because the arms are probably sore. I think we see taxed bullpens. Any soccer plays today, Fernando? Who knows? Somebody help me before the Padre game start. Do I parlay them with Arizona or no? I'm staying completely off that Padres game. I like to see the Padres win, but I'm staying off of it.
All right,
no sweep LA. I mean, there's no way the Giants get swept, right? Or the the Giants too, but there's no way the Rangers get swept, right? No way the Rangers get swept.
All right, I once you're done with the shot, I've got the
line
ready to go.
All right,
and Brian's gonna love this one.
Really?
Yeah,
you know who that is? Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
That's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Love it.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, I got you, but I got to put IKF as the picture guy. Anyways, Yankees run line is going to be the Instagram play of the day, trying to go for 6-0.
There you go. Untouchable. Nah, bro, didn't cap anything. I'll have something later. Fair enough. We have 4 games remaining. This one was an interesting one last night. We got the Oakland team total. The full game over did not get there because the Houston Astros only scored 1 run. Let's get into today's card. Today's game, though. We have the Astros and the Athletics. The same opened up at a -210. It's up to a -225. Line opened up at an 8.5. It's down to an 8, actually. It's moved down half a run. It's moved 15 cents towards the Astros in this one here. So a nice little line movement towards Houston in this game. And we have 41% of the tickets, 99% of the cash is on the Athletics. Wow. That's shocking. 45% of the tickets, 95% of the cash is on the over. The lines move towards the under. That right there is leaning me towards the Astros run line already. Oakland Coliseum minus 7% on Ballpark Pal. Hunter Brown and Luis Medina. Hunter Brown's not been great, but I do expect positive regression from him. 6.38 ERA, 1.75 whip, 13.75 strikeouts per nine, which is 33%, 2.45 walks per nine, a 490 BABIP. That's crazy. But a 3.34 FIP and a 2.91 SIERA suggests that he's getting massively unlucky. Luis Medina, 3.32 ERA, 1.48 whip, 9.55 strikeouts per nine, which is 24%. 5.82 walks per nine. That is a real number for him. 293 BABIP, a 3.7 FIP, and a 6.43 SIERA. Hitting advantage, our bullpen advantage goes towards the Astros. 4.65 FIP, 3.56 SIERA compared to 4.55 and 4.06. 112 WRC plus, which is 11th compared to 87, which is 23rd. I'm looking to back the Astros in this game. I'm looking back at Houston. What are we getting for their run line? This is, I think, a smash spot. Wow, minus 133 for their run line. Not particularly that's not particularly something I want to lay, but I do think this is a bounce back game for the Astros in this spot, and I'm going to be laying the 133 on the run line. As ugly as that sounds, I'm going to be on the Houston Astros here in this spot to get the job done, to bounce back and to beat up on Luis Medina here in this spot. Astros run line. Chalky, 133.
Yeah, I just can't lay that type of number on it. That's all it is I just don't want to lay minus 130 on a run line. I have a hard time laying that much on a regular line, a money line or whatever. Yeah. So you have fun with this game, especially after the A's won last night. I mean, solid 28 and 50 and 73 record. They're on their way back to try to. I don't know. This team's pathetic. I want nothing to do with this game. This one's a complete stay away because I don't want to back the Athletics, and the Astros are too expensive on the run line, and I really have no interest in a total. So a little bit of a boring one, but we'll see with the last three games what I got.
Sure. Back to the chat.
Yes. A's money line. There you go. Rays money line. No, thank you. Yankees boosted. Yes. Mariners, no bat, ninth inning. Yes. Dodgers, money line. Yes. Astros blew my parlay with the Yankees yesterday. Oakland is the live dog. Maybe. Trying to get on that teeny wave again. Astros first five. And Mo likes the over. Both pitchers suck. Got 3 games left, Nick.
Yes. Back here. This one was an interesting one last night. I was very lucky that we got the voids, or I got the void on that one because that was nowhere near an over. So that was interesting there. But let's get into it. Angels minus 115, total of 9.5 in this one here. Let's get into the line history between Keller and Anderson. Line opened up at a minus 139. It's down to a 113, a 26-cent line movement towards the Angels. Line opened up at a 9. It's up to a 9.5. So a line moved towards the over and a line moved towards the Angels in this one here. Let's take a look at the money for this one. And as usual, big bets on the Pirates. 56% of the tickets, 77% of the cash is on the Pirates. 67% of the tickets are on the over. And 69% of the cash is on the over. So the money coming in on the over, money coming in on the Pirates. Lines moving that way. We have Mitch Keller, 4.06 ERA, 1.23 whip, 6.39 strikeouts per nine, which is 17%. 2.9 walks per nine, a 260 BABIP, a 4.19 FIP, and a 4.95 SIERA. On the other side, we have Anderson, 3.44 ERA, 1.42 whip, 10.8 strikeouts per nine, which is 27%. 3.93 walks per nine, a 3.27 BABIP, but a 3.78 FIP and a 4.13 SIERA. Bullpen advantage going towards the Pirates here, 4.49 FIP, 3.91 SIERA compared to 5.77 FIP and a 4.46 SIERA. 125 WRC plus for the Astros, wrong. I had looked up one team now on my spreadsheet. Angels. And 28th against lefties for the Pirates, 63 WRC plus, which is going to keep me off of anything I want to play in this game. I can't trust the Pirates to put up runs. Just no. And the market is pointing me towards the Pirates in the over in this game. Not going to do it. This is a pass for me. Absolutely no interest in relying on the Pirates to score any runs, and I would need that for the over. So no play for me here.
Yeah, another stay away from me. I kind of leaned Mitch Keller and the Pirates in this one, but I just kind of stayed away from it. Keller is coming off of getting absolutely exploded, allowing 8 runs, 10 hits, and 6 innings. That's rough. So maybe a good bounce back spot for him against an LA team that's not particularly good. They're now only a game over 500. Tyler Anderson's not a guy that I trust. Although he hasn't been terrible. 1-3-0-3-2. So it's about an average starts. I just can't I have no faith in backing the Pirates right now or putting any type of money on them. So once again, I know it's a Sunday. Everybody wants to jump into baseball. It's kind of a light card today. Only like 7 plays for MLB. But I'll have something in the next game for sure.
There you go. Back to the chat here. Or did we go over to the chat?
I have not a clue.
We did not. All right. Rays money line. You already went over that one. You already went over their own. Over 8. These pitchers stink. I can see it. Pitt's money line. Mets first 5 in the over. We'll get into that. Kind of like Columbus money line. Good luck. And Angels money line. 2 games remaining here. And 2 pitchers that I think we all like to break down here. We have the Seattle Mariners as minus 135 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. We have Alek Manoah going up against Brian Woo in this one here. Mariners minus 135. They're up to a 142. Line opened up at an 8. It's up to an 8.5. So it's moved up half a run, and the line's moved towards the Mariners in this game here. Let's see if the money reflects a line movement towards the Mariners and a line movement towards the over. It kind of does. 88% of the tickets, 91% of the cash is on the Mariners. The line's moved towards the Mariners, but geez, that's a lot of money. 65% of the tickets, 57% of the cash is on the over. That makes sense too. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal, see what type of hitting conditions we get for this one. And it's plus 1%, plus 6% home runs, minus 6% doubles, triples, plus 1% singles. Looking at the pitching matchup here, we get good old Alek Manoah and Brian Woo. Manoah, 5.00 ERA, 1.44 whip, 8 strikeouts per 9, which is 20%. 5 walks per 9, a 259 BABIP, a 462 FIP, and a 5.37 SIERA. On the flip side, Brian Woo, 3.51 ERA, 1.25 whip, 9.47 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%. 3.51 walks per 9, a 275 BABIP, a 3.99 FIP, and a 4.23 SIERA. Open advantage goes towards the Jays, even though that's very hard to believe these days. 3.62 ERA, FIP, 3.83 SIERA compared to 4.95 and 3.54. 116 WRC plus versus righties for the Mariners. 105 for the Jays. I think this game goes over the total. And I know that's probably really easy to say with Alek Manoah on the mound. And I accidentally just X'd out of my bet online. Outstanding. There we go. Log back in. Cool. I'm looking at the Mariners in the over here in this spot a little bit. I'm not laying $1.42. I will lay $1.05 for this team total over 4.5 for the Mariners, asking them to score 5 runs against Alek Manoah and a very shaky Jays bullpen right now. Sign me up. And the full game over 8.5 here as well. I see this as a game with plenty of runs in this one. And give me the Mariners team total over 4.5 and the full game over 8.5.
I think I saw a stat where the Toronto Blue Jays are 0-12 in their last 12 games at Seattle. And I think Seattle gets the sweep. No, I'm in the same boat as you. I'm not laying the minus 135. Let's grab the run line. Plus 153 on Seattle Mariners. Going for the sweep. And we get to fade Manoah. I don't like Manoah. He had one good start and then got blown up his next start. I think this one's an over. I think Seattle scores 5 to 6 to 7 runs themselves. This one is a over and Seattle run line all day for me.
Fair.
Let's get it. By the way, Seattle was almost the pod, but I decided to go a little bit safer. Back to China.
Yep. Then we have one more game after this. Let's go back to StreamYard here. Yeah, that tiny A's first 5 might be a little steep. Yeah. Mariners sweep. Blue Jays. Something tells me the Blue Jays win this game, though.
Don't do that.
Something tells me the Jays win this game
Shut up.
because, there's only 9% of the cash on them. All the money's on Seattle. I like Seattle to score runs here. I like the over more than anything in this game. If there were no other game I ride, I definitely rode this with Mr. Woo. Puebla versus Minnesota. Money line, maybe a draw. Woo!
Woo!
And then we get to go to Sunday Night Baseball, the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox minus 145 favorites here. Total 10.5. Let's get into the line history in this one here. As we have this line opened up at a 145, it's down to a 142. The line's dropped 3 cents, or it's moved 3 cents towards the Mets. Line opened up at a 9.5. It's up to a 10.5. So it's moved up a full run here. Let's see if the money reflects a move towards the Mets and a move towards the over. Wow. 55% of the tickets are on the Red Sox. 96% of the cash is on the Red Sox. And they made it a little bit more affordable to back the Red Sox here. We have 63% of the tickets, 48% of the cash is on the over, and the line has moved towards the over here. So bigger bets coming in, or 37% of the tickets, 52% of the cash is on the under, but yet the line's moved up, which is interesting. For me, let's take a look at the ballpark, pal. As Fenway, 13% runs, minus 4% home runs, plus 28% doubles, triples, plus 4% singles. Get into the pitching matchup here, which is Carlos Carrasco and Brennan Bernardino. It's going to be a bullpen game for the Red Sox.
Yes, Bernardino's bullpen game.
Bernardino, yeah, 1 inning. He pitched 1 inning on the 21st. Yeah, and then he's been mainly a 1 and 2 inning guy. I'm going to take a look real quick. Let's take a look. Who is going to be the there we go, showdown captain. Let's see who the primary reliever is going to be for the Red Sox here. It's going to be Chris Murphy, who's actually not been bad, a 1.69 ERA. Granted, he is pitched in how many innings? How many innings has this guy pitched? Game logs. He's going to pitch 2 innings, 3 innings maybe. He pitched 4 2/3 last time out. So it's going to be Bernardino, and then it's going to be Murphy. Looking at the pitching really doesn't, or Bernardino's numbers really don't mean anything. Carlos Carrasco has been looking a little bit better. He's hit, my numbers for him are basically white across the board, light green. He's a league average pitcher. 3.32 ERA, which is not bad. 1.25 WHIP. 8.31 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%. 3.32 walks per 9, a 276 BABIP, a 4.49 FIP, and a 4.27 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards Boston. 3.99 FIP, 3.79 SIERA compared to 4.43 FIP, 4.82 SIERA. Hitting advantage goes towards the Mets. 109 WRC plus, which is 12th, compared to 93, which is 19th. I'm looking at the Metropolitans here. I'm looking at them only early, though. I don't trust the bullpen full game. You guys know that. This Mets team is really good at blowing games late. But I will take them in the first 5 innings at plus 133. I think that is a reasonable – I think that's a nice price here. Carlos Carrasco and the Mets first 5 plus 133 to close out my card.
As weird as it sounds, Cookie's been pitching better as of late.
He has been.
I mean, he got hit up a little bit in that White Sox game, but that was after the game was kind of already in hand. And then ended up getting close because of the bullpen. But I like Cookie. And when it comes to it, yesterday was kind of a weird day. There was that in the second game, there was the Little League home run. I don't know. It was just kind of, you had the suspended game. Overall, Scherzer didn't have it. But I like Cookie today. I think Cookie has a good game. And I think the Mets take the series against the Red Sox. I'll be on the Mets at plus money. I can get plus 130 for him. The way that Cookie's been pitching, sign me up.
Yes, I'm on. I played the first 5 for them. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with that. I think that this is a good Mets spot. Plus, all the money is on the Red Sox, and the line's moving towards the Red Sox. They're saying, "Here, you guys like Boston? We can give you them at an even better price."
There you go. But that's all the games for today, Nick.
Yeah. Do we have any chat to go over?
Maybe one.
Red Sox. Under maybe. I lean over, but not at a 10.5 anymore. I like Cincinnati money line against Sporting KC. What do you guys? Since you guys bet on MLS, I don't know. Tim?
When is this game?
No idea.
Let me pull up. Is it anytime any close? No, it's not within the next couple of days. Somebody tells me this is on Wednesday.
No.
Nope, not even on Wednesday. Next Saturday? I don't know. I don't have the MLS game, so.
And Untouchable is saying it's about the Mets, baby.
It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. All right, baby. Let's go. Get a home run, baby. Love the Mets. Let's go, Mets.
It's about the Mets. Best to bail out. Yeah. Today at 7:30.
There you go. Sorry, I was putting up a couple of things. Bada bing,
It's
bada
the
boom.
League's Cup. There you go. It's the League's Cup. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then it's not available on the Picks and Parleys website, so I'm not betting it.
Yeah. I went over for that KC soccer game following Dre's trends. Fair. It's about the Mets, baby. It always is. But that is everything for today's slate. You know what time it is then, right, Tim?
Yep.
Housekeeping. If
If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys either like, comment, subscribe, share, and do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. The 3 of them that we're going to be really trying to push more and more every single day, and you guys are going to get tired of it, is TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Bada bing, bada boom. I just put them there in the pinned comment, or I just put them back in the chat for you guys. Make sure you guys are following us over on those platforms. We're trying to grow it. Instagram has actually been growing. We're up to 135 followers on Instagram, which is great. We're up like 35 or 40 since we started really posting every single day. And on the Instagram today, there's all of the free pick videos that we had from last night. My play on the Counter-Strike game, which is already started, but it is there. The WNBA play, the play of the day, which is the Yankees, and the ballin' out plays are all on the Instagram page. On the TikTok, we're continuing to go on that. I believe we're still a little bit. We're 13 followers on TikTok away from 1,100. Let's try to get up to 1,100 followers on TikTok. That would be pretty cool to see. And then Twitter, I believe we're sitting at. I gotta find that's Earle. Because we're continuing to grow there. We're at 359 followers on Twitter. So continuing to grow the platform. We appreciate everybody if they can go over and click those links and follow us on those 3 platforms. Let's go ahead and a recap for today. I like the Natties. We like the Natties today. Obviously, the pod on the Instagram play of the day is the Yankees run line. I like the Colorado Rockies today. I like the Orioles, Guardians, Brewers. I like the Dodgers and the over, and the Seattle Mariners and the over, and then the Mets. Nick, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's grab my bet stamp. There we go. Nationals first 5 -110. Rays for -1. Double up on the Diamondbacks first 5 full game. Guardians team total over, full game over. Brewers team total over, and then the full game over 9.5. A little triple up spot on Minnehaha here. First 5 -0.5, full game -1, team total over 4.5. Same thing here with the Dodgers money line, team total over, full game over. Astros run, Mariners team total over, full game over, and ending it off with the Mets. First 5 +133.
There we go. I'll tell my friends to follow you on Instagram. Appreciate it. Gotcha. I'll even tell my grandma to follow you guys, even though she doesn't use a phone. Get it, Fernando. That's going to do it for the Earle Sports Bet Show today. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition. Good luck, guys.